He's apparently the richest man in the world. His name is Elon Musk, and he's proving that money does not always seem to buy happiness, because apparently he lost it during an interview at a leadership summit when asked about advertisers fleeing his website X over his response to anti-Semitic posts.
Imagine a daytime TV legend, sitting on her chair looking straight into the camera and with full confidence, telling millions of viewers, "Don't use X, boycott it, walk away." That legend is Whoopi Goldberg. She didn't just criticize Elon Musk's platform X. She called for people to completely abandon it. But here's the twist that turns this into pure scandal. The very show she sits on, The View, survives because of Disney. And Disney isn't just quietly doing business. It's standing in the middle of a brutal war against Elon Musk himself. This is where the irony turns into high drama. While Whoopi is rallying people to cut ties with Musk's company, she forgets that her own paycheck depends on the same Disney that is tangled up in this corporate cage fight. It's like watching someone burn the bridge they're standing on. Every word she throws against Musk only drags her closer into a battle her network can't afford to lose. By the way, before we continue, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow and share more intriguing stories.
If somebody's gonna try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f yourself. Actually, what this advertising boycott is gonna do, it's gonna kill the company. And the whole world will know that those advertisers killed the company, and we will document it in great detail.
On one side, you have Elon Musk, the billionaire fighting to keep his platform alive. On the other, Disney, a company already losing billions and struggling to stay afloat. And Whoopi, she's now a pawn in this war whether she realizes it or not. Elon Musk is no stranger to controversy, and when he feels cornered, he strikes back with words that can shake the room. During a high-profile interview at a leadership summit, he was asked about advertisers running away from X instead of staying calm. Musk exploded. His answer wasn't polished PR talk. It was raw, blunt, and dripping with fury. He said if advertisers tried to blackmail him with money, they could go to hell. And then he dropped a bombshell. He warned that if X collapsed, everyone would know it was because those advertisers killed the company. Now, imagine Whoopi Goldberg watching this clip and smirking at the irony. She couldn't resist pointing out how the richest man in the world, a man sitting on top of hundreds of billions of dollars, looked like he was about to crack under pressure. Her message was simple. Money can't buy composure. Money can't buy peace of mind. And money certainly can't save you from the fallout of your own choices. But here's where things get tense. Musk's fiery words weren't just an outburst. They sounded like veiled legal threats. "I'm sorry for that tweet or post. It was foolish of me. Of the 30,000, it might be literally the worst and dumbest post that I've ever done. Sharp enough to sting, yet subtle enough to slip past casual viewers." Whoopi laughed at the spectacle, but in reality, those words were laying the groundwork for something bigger. A potential legal storm aimed at the very companies abandoning X. And without even realizing it, Whoopi positioned herself right in the middle of that storm, mocking a man who never forgets a fight. Rewind the clock just a little, and you'll see how the firestorm really began. Elon Musk didn't lose advertisers by accident. It started when he openly replied to a tweet that echoed the great replacement theory. A toxic idea spread in extremist corners of the internet. That single interaction lit a match. Within hours, outrage spread everywhere. News outlets picked it up, and some of the world's biggest brands decided they didn't want to be associated with him anymore. One by one, they bolted. Apple, IBM, Warner Brothers, and then the giant Disney. These weren't small contracts. We're talking about massive ad campaigns, worth tens of millions of dollars, vanishing overnight. Suddenly, Musk's X, already bleeding money, looked like it was on the edge of collapse. And here's where the story gets layered. Disney wasn't just another advertiser walking away. Its CEO, Bob Iger, had a long history of friction with Musk. Their feud dated back years, tied to SpaceX launch sites and clashing interests. So when Disney joined the exodus, it didn't feel like a neutral business decision. It felt personal. Meanwhile, Whoopi's call for a boycott added fuel to the fire. On national TV, she repeated the same message. Advertisers were already shouting Musk's platform wasn't worth supporting. What she didn't realize was that she wasn't just giving her opinion. She was amplifying a message that could end up sinking her own network, dragging the View into a corporate war much bigger than daytime banter.
When he said that the advertisers would be responsible for killing the company, he's kind of disassociating with what caused the advertisers to step away.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is, he knows as a businessman that companies are responsible to not only their employees, but their consumers. And we live in a time of conscientious consumerism, when people want to put the one power they have, which is their dollar, towards something that matters, whether it's for good or against something bad.
But then came a twist even Musk himself couldn't ignore. After watching the chaos unfold, he admitted that his reply to that tweet was a disaster. Out of more than 30,000 posts he's made, Musk called this one the dumbest of them all. He didn't sugarcoat it. He said it was foolish, the worst thing he'd ever put online. For a man who thrives on controversy, that's a stunning confession. Yet, even with his apology, the damage was irreversible. The advertisers were gone, and the money that kept X afloat vanished with them. The platform was already struggling financially, and now it was limping dangerously close to bankruptcy. Musk knew it, and that's why his earlier warning carried so much weight. If the company went under, he'd point the finger directly at those who walked away. And at the top of that list was Disney. And this is where the danger for Disney grows. Musk has billions of dollars and a notorious appetite for legal battles. If he decided to drag Disney into court, accusing them of orchestrating or fueling the boycott, it could turn into a nightmare for the company. Suddenly, Disney wouldn't just be losing money from flopped movies and declining stock. They'd be fighting Elon Musk in court with the entire world watching. And standing on the sidelines, Whoopi Goldberg continued to echo that boycott energy, not realizing she was walking the same razor's edge as her parent company. Disney's troubles didn't start with Elon Musk, but his fight has made their cracks impossible to ignore. Over the past 2 years, Disney's stock has collapsed by nearly 40%. Its market value has fallen from $267 billion to $169 billion. That's almost $100 billion erased, gone like it never existed.
If you're not participating, it's a big statement.
Yeah.
It's a big statement. If you don't participate, then you are not complicit. You are saying this is not where I want to be.
Yeah.
So, join us who have stopped, because I don't want to be associated with that.
And anyone paying attention doesn't even need the numbers. Just look at their endless stream of failed remakes and box office flops. Now imagine what happens if Musk follows through and files a lawsuit. Disney is already staggering, its knees buckling under financial pressure. A massive legal battle against one of the richest men alive could be the final shove that sends the company toppling. And if Disney falls, it doesn't go down alone. ABC would feel the hit, too, and right along with it. The View. That means Whoopi Goldberg's own stage could vanish overnight, not because of ratings or controversies, but because her parent company loses the war. The irony is brutal. Whoopi rallies the audience to boycott Musk's platform, thinking she's taking a moral stand. Yet, If Musk's retaliation lands hard enough, it could be her own network, her own paycheck, her own daily stage that ends up destroyed. The fight she cheers on from the sidelines might just sweep her show off the air, leaving her with nothing but the echo of her own words. On The View, the conversation turned toward why advertisers were fleeing X in the first place. One of the co-hosts pointed out something obvious. Businesses don't just protect their bottom line, they protect their image. In today's world, consumers want their money to mean something. They spend like activists, supporting brands that share their values and punishing the ones that don't. That's what drove companies to pull ads from Musk's platform. It wasn't only about protecting employees. It was about avoiding backlash from customers who didn't want their dollars tied to controversy. But this cuts both ways. Yes, people use their wallets to send messages. Yet, when that message becomes a financial weapon, crushing competition under the banner of conscience, it stops looking like morality and starts looking like strategy. And that's exactly what critics say Disney has been doing. By pulling its ads from X, Disney isn't just making a statement, it's putting financial pressure on a rival it has clashed with for years. Elon Musk sees this clearly. To him, this isn't a moral boycott, it's a calculated attack. He didn't spend $44 billion buying Twitter, only to watch Bob Iger and Disney undermine it over single